Of Suzanne Bukuro accused of spying, accusations they say are fabricated. Guinean authorities are trying to gag the media. The National Communications Council told radios, televisions and newspapers they were no longer allowed to discuss or allude to an attack on the president. Alpha Condé's residence had been targeted by a rocket on July 19th, killing one of his bodyguards. Since 25 military and 13 civilians have been arrested, journalist groups have denounced the measure. Zambia's president announced he would dissolve parliament, setting the date for presidential, legislative and local elections for September 20th. Rufia Banda came to power after the death of the country's late president in 2009 and now hopes to serve a full term. Main opposition parties wanted to form an alliance against him, but until now have failed.
The New York hotel chambermaid who accused the former IMF chief, Dominic Strauss-Kahn, of attempting to sexually assault her has been questioned by a New York district attorney. It comes after a recorded telephone conversation between Nafissatou Diallo and an Arizona prisoner raised questions about the credibility of her claims. But as we hear in this report, the lawyer for the Guinean woman is insisting that her client has been misinterpreted.
New York District Attorney Cyrus Vance held an 8-hour interview with Nafissatou Diallo, the chambermaid who has accused Dominique Strauss-Kahn of rape. The reason for the interview was a telephone conversation with a prisoner in an Arizona jail, which Ms. Diallo had the day after the alleged assault. Ms. Diallo has kept to the shadows since mid-May, but on Sunday she broke her long silence and appeared on U.S. television. Her lawyer, Kenneth Thompson, claims that the compromising telephone conversation was misinterpreted because it was in the Fulani language of her native Guinea.
The victim never said the words, "He has a lot of money and I know what to do." There was a Fulani interpreter in that meeting from beginning to end. He listened to that tape. We all listened to that tape over and over again.
Soon after the conversation came to light, the court released Mr. Strauss-Kahn on his word. Questions are now being raised about the real motivation of the 32-year-old Guinean.
I'm not sure why she waited to speak out after the fact, so that makes me a little bit suspicious then of what really happened.
It's an advantageous moment to take advantage of. Honestly, that's what I think.
I think she's just taking advantage of her position and she's trying to make money out of it, so it's understandable, but I'm not sure she's very honest about it.
Her attorney, however, says his client has the right to file a lawsuit against Mr. Strauss-Kahn and to seek monetary damages.
A man attempted to rape her. There is nothing wrong with a woman who's almost been raped filing a lawsuit to stand up for her dignity as a woman. Dominique Strauss-Kahn violated Nafi Diallo as a woman, and he had no right to do so.
Ms. Diallo gave lengthy interviews on Sunday, perhaps to pressure the district attorney's office to continue its prosecution and prevent the court from dismissing the case. A new hearing has been set for August 1st.
We now take our second break. Before we end this edition of the news, a recap of our top stories. President Jammeh has again extolled the role of Gambian women in national development crusade and appeals to the country's youth to take active advantage of the opportunities his government continues to put at their disposal. Legal practitioners in the Gambia have been taking part in a seminar convened to keep them abreast of new developments in the judicial system. Britain has announced its recognition of Libya's National Transitional Council in a move that saw London open the doors of the Libyan embassy to diplomatic representatives from Benghazi. And New York attorneys have questioned the hotel maid who accused former IMF chief Dominic Strauss-Kahn of sexually assaulting her. This as doubts emerge about her credibility. You can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. With that, we come to the end of the news. Thanks for watching and good night.
وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم
The Institute of Travel and Tourism offers professional courses backed up with practical experience found nowhere else in the Gambia. iTalk brings students together in a challenging educational environment to excel in a career in global tourism. With specialization and a hands-on, a full-time approach to foundation level in travel and tourism, intermediate diploma in travel and tourism, advanced diploma in travel and tourism and hospitality management, and an introduction to cabin crew and airline operation. There are also part-time courses available in tour operations and tour guiding, customer services, marketing, ecotourism management, community-based tourism management, entrepreneurship and management, and hotel and front office operations. iTalk has strong links with South Nottingham College, and each year scholarships are offered to the best 2 students for a 2-year program in the UK.
Of course, yes. I think winning the scholarship, it's not just about being clever or being brilliant, but it's about being respectful and following principles. I think once I return to the Gambia, I'll start working on sustainable tourism projects, and I'll also try to help iTalk.
I've got a 2-year scholarship in travel and tourism to South Nottingham College in the UK to iTalk to Gambia. The scholarship has helped me to have this job that I'm in now as the guest relation and the food and beverage coordinator at the Kaya Beach Hotel. I'm hereby recommending and encouraging all students out there interested in the travel and tourism industry to join iTalk in order to have a good and a better future.
For further information, please contact us on 770-1330-890-5151 or on 995-9890. iTalk, building tomorrow today.
Ndiaye. kii di Baboucar la. Baboucar. yéen a ñëpp si monogramme bi. waaw man kii di affaire bi jaaxal na ma.
fekk nga fi mu nekk nii. waaw mu sukkur koor damaa sonn ci koor gi. waaye yow sax foo jëm nii laa xamul. fii laa jëm FAI ji. fii FAI ji. waaw waaw ñooy faj bu mu gàccee defoon nañ ko defam defee. waaw ndogu koor. yegal ca biir ku ñëw jël si ñu jox la. yegal ca biir.
Kom lii man lii lan
fii laa ko xaatee fii.
ngeen jënd fay
suñu beneen bi seetu.
waay Samba FAI ji lii ne
mooy ndogu